How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video, and friends, I'm sorry for bringing it so late because friends, Spain has been left without light, without electricity, without Wi-Fi, without internet, without any type of method to be able to connect and talk to all our friends, loved ones. So in this case, everything has already been restored in Spain, but there are doubts about whether this service will continue or there will be any. Micro drops. By the time you are seeing me, I am fine, my family is very well, so perfect, there has been no problem. And well, I bring you this video that will be my 3 new ranks, 4 out of 7 stars, because friends. In the end, as you can see above, I have many runes available, and it is because friends in my alliance, well, in the end, to be in a top of 20, top 10 alliance, I would even tell you, we are fighting for high prestige, therefore they force me to have 5 ranks. 4 is fine. So in this case, the fighters you are already seeing that I have in rank 4 are Ocelot and Thanos Daedalus. Well, in this case, we are going to have to be raising 3 more characters for, well, yes, I want to stay in the alliance because they forced me to do these ascensions. Therefore, friends, thank goodness that thanks to all of you who have been hiring me the missions, because I have been able to invest more in the games and directly in the store that we are with Deadpool themes and others. I have been able to buy all of this discount shed lot, the Brave 9, in which I have been able to get some more basic grade 7 catechizers. And I think I've already and only bought that offer plus A and bought this one so I can complete it. I still have 50,000 of these pool sets left so I can earn more. Well, if I want to buy another offer or something, but that depends on you if you want to hire me more. So thank you very much to all of you, because if it hadn't been for you that you hired me during Lazo 9, that I had pain, time of pain and everything, I wouldn't be buying these offers, and I started giving. 50 to 5 ranks 4, because yes friends, we are going to have 5 ranks 4. Could have been 6 if I had bought the offer of Act 9.2, but since in this case I didn't do it because I already had all those runes, well, I haven't been able to. We are also going to take the weekly thing with us, since we have seen it there in a 1, and we are leaving directly with the first promotion to rank 4. They are all going to be natural concretizers, because let's remember that 1 we have achieved it free to play. Thanks to 9.2, I was saving it for the entire event next May, but for now, because I think the basics of grade 7 and the ranks are more important. 4 out of 7 stars. That the characters that come, which are still very important because it forces me to invest in years, and in the first character that you are going to see is Satra Friends Top Prestige. We already have it for 200. The character with a totally absurd damage, very easy to develop, very simple to use once you manage to play with it and know how to play, and in the end it is a top prestige. I think it is the top number 2 or the top number 3 prestige, therefore that is going to make our account. Increase prestige, which in the end is what my alliance is asking me to be able to stay in it and for future content, because friend Satra is a very good attacker, very fast in battlegrounds, and in the end she is going to become my third 4 out of 7 star rank. So with natural hunters, you are already seeing that we have 9 hunters to take all these 3 new ranks, 4 out of 7 stars. So we are going to raise it, friends, and Satra becomes our new 4 out of 7. The stars, we are going to put all the ISO in it, and we are going to see how it has left us with power, because it can even surpass Thanos Daedalus, and I think that will happen. That is going to be the case. In fact, for now, we are going to use all the ISO we have available from above, because we have a hell of a lot. Let's see how this leaves us. It leaves us with 110,000 lives and 7,167 years. It seems to me an absurd damage and an absurd life, and let's see how it stays in. More fighters? Well, look, we even have more left than Onslaught. Let's remember that Onslaught is the top 1 in prestige, and the truth is that it looks very nice. At the moment, my characters with Satra, Onslaught, and Thanos give them 7 stars in rank 4, but friends, there are 2 more that I want to upload. Another is another. Well, in reality, they are everything. They are top prestige, because in the end, that is what matters right now. Having 5 characters who are top prestige so that I can settle in the alliance. And with the future runes, as you are seeing above, invest in the next events, whether on July 4th or directly on May 7th, to be able to get the characters of this Heart of Fire, I think it is called. My Fury, Apocalypse, Tiger, Abomination, Immortal. And I think the Cosmic is still missing because it is decided that that is the truth. I want you to see if it is Hulking or Cosmic Rider. So without further delay, we are going to go for the 4th rank, 4 out of 7 stars on my account. And it is going to be a character that I have prepared a video about for you. And we are talking about Iron Man in Fame. Iron Doom. Call him whatever you want. A character who is very everything. I have always said that he is a very good character because he has the need to control power in fight. Always when you face a character that is not immune to high voltage, you're going to have a character that literally merces any character. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think we got it for 200. Indeed, I have been putting in the stones that we have been obtaining during this Deadpool event, and in the end, that's where we are. Let's get my 4th rank, 4 out of 7 stars. Let's rise to the abyss with which you have gone. Natural, and so that the prestige goes higher for us. So we are going to select everything is valid so that everything smooth that we have is almost about to expire. Well, let's keep an eye on it, friends, because I think it can even get to surpass Satra. Look, at the moment he is there with Oslori Satra, and look, that's it. We were left with 46,877 of power. Not a bad eye for range 5. What they ask for a 5-star cat alpha. Outrageous, friends. Let's see how we have left life and all that. Look, we are left with a little less life than Satra. We are left with 90121 life and 835 damage. Therefore, it has even more damage than Satra itself. In this case, Iron Man Infant, I already tell you that it is worth both attack and defense, and above all, it also works very well in prestige, which in the end is what my account is looking for and what I am looking for, so that I am not kicked out of the Alliance top 10. Because yes, the truth is, it is basic in this game if you want your account be at the top. You need an alliance that is high, especially for Alliance Radio, Alliance Feet, and Alliance Wars. That trinity, well, in the end, you need your account to be on the edge of all the prizes. Well, yes, in this case, well, that's what I want, and in this case, well, Iron Man Infants becomes our 4th rank 4 of, if you are C, we are going to see how the characters have remained for us, and look at it, remains for us like the second friends ahead of Oslod and ahead of Thanos Deadles. So, these are my 4 ranks, 4 out of 7 stars, and I already tell you that very good characters, I'm going up separately. Yes, it is true that it is prestige what I am raising in this account, but also utility, because Thanos Deadles is a beast in attack defenseless, Oslo a beast in attack, Sad is a beast in attack, and the infamous Iron Man that can work as an attack. He is not a Gothia as such. I have him more marked as semi-Gothier, but he is a character that is totally worth investing in for the damage he has and the truth that he is quite undervalued already. And I say, friends, this character is very undervalued, and well, let's go for the last one, since you are surely already smelling each other. It is still prestige, and we are talking about nothing more and nothing less than our friend Silver Surfer, another character also very undervalued, that when you manage to develop the character to a large extent, you are going to have totally absurd damage with those 2 Fury improvements, those 2 robustness, and those 2 accumulations of power apart, which is the top. Another prestigious one, if I remember correctly, the attack and defense will work very well for us. Maybe he's also bothering us at some specific node of the Alliance War or something like that. It is a champion brand that I already tell you is prestige because it is true that it has crazy damage. When it is developed, many people do not usually use it. And for me, in this case, it is the worst rank 4 that I am going to raise, honestly, because it seems to me that Lautanos, since Satra and Iron Man in Fine, has much more use than this character. So this character is going to remain in the style of a trophy, so to speak, because it is true that I have used him in a few missions in Act 9.2, because the theme of incorporation of the Furies of Robustness has worked for me. But he's not a character that you say, damn, I want to put him in and I'm going to work with him a lot. But hey, in this case, it has been at the top 6 prestige for a long time, and in this case, it has dropped to the top 4, because let's remember that the first is Onslaught, that the second is Satra, the third I think is Iron Man, the second is Seroman Infin, and the third is Satra, and the fourth would be Silver Surfer, is within the top 5 prestige. So in this case, we are going to go with this rank 4, that we are already raising it right now, and let's let's see how it works. This character is true. He does not have an assigned relic. For the same reason I told you, he is a character that in the end I do not use. He is a character that does not use an attack in defense, and in the end I consider that to use him, it is also important to have a relic assigned to him so that we can expand the character's how and everything related. So we're going with everything. The ISO available, and we are going to see how much power we have left and how much life. I think it would already be if we were left with 46470 power and our EBSPs were left with 10-1000 of 10-120 life and 6960 damage. I think he is the character with the least damage of the ranks 4 that I have raised. And how are you seeing? Well, I have the 200 with the character, so let's see how the squad stays. Look, it stayed with us. Even the third one has stayed with us. Suit Trainer Man and Fame Cyber Super Oslo. Titanos Dedals like my ranks. How much in the account? So friends, leave me comments on what you think of these climbs, and I hope that in the following days you will have more videos from me if everything goes well in Spain. So friends, you have always liked the video. You can hear where you are and see you in other videos. Bye bye.